Alright, I'm back. Players, I think, are ready. Yep, you guys can hear the countdown. Apparently, Reynor won the coin toss. So we're playing on Central. Reynor versus Classic, best of one. Let me turn on my tiny lights as well. Sun is going down. Oh, they're bugged. Okay, whatever. No, I got the lights. You just got promoted to Diamond 1. I don't know how you got promoted, mate, but you should be happy. If somebody else left games, that's not your fault. You've played your games, you've done your best. Don't let somebody take away your joy or your victory. Any card with you on it? I have a card from the very old days of the booster packs. I actually gave out one of those booster packs that I will bring to Home Story Cup, because one of the guys that won it is going to Home Story Cup. So I will bring it. I could maybe give out another one, because I have a few more, but I don't want to give out all of them because I like to keep a couple of them. So let me think about that. Maybe later this week we'll do one more giveaway for a double CS booster pack. Top right side, overlay lines in this best of one lower bracket tournament live on the line. It's the Italian stallion. He's still in Europe, but he's going to Korea in 2 days. It is Reynor. You still haven't got mine. I will get yours, Ian Blue, to Home Story Cup as well. I can bring 2. I can bring your pack, and whoever else was the lucky winner, I have him on Discord. I will bring his pack too. Bottom left side of ley lines, we are looking at the main base of our Korean Protoss. It is Classic. Air is the top clipper with 47 views. How did that happen? Wingend, they're taking your spot, mate. Juan, stop spamming, mate. I don't know if you're trying to be funny or weird, but stop it. You're not being that funny. You had your moment, you got some attention, let's move on. Yeah, if you got promoted, guys, don't let it get ruined by somebody else that left the game against you or whatever. Like, be happy. You've earned it, and some things are out of your control. Unfortunately, the ladder is in a bit of a crappy state because Blizzard is not giving us any love or attention. It is what it is. I really do hope we'll get to see better days, and hopefully after EWC somebody wakes up and they're like, you know what, Starcraft is pretty awesome and a lot of people still enjoy it. And I think a lot of Starcraft fans are very realistic. We're not expecting the world from Blizzard, but we are expecting 1 or 2 people to make sure that this is an enjoyable experience for all of us. What whiskey is being consumed? Woodford, mate. I love the Woodford. I bought this bottle last week, but because I was sick, I didn't have any yet. But today, I felt like it was time. It's my first whiskey since Stara Zagora. But after Stara Zagora, I just got sick and I felt proper crappy. I wasn't in the mood to drink. Didn't feel like it was a very good idea, but today I'm feeling pretty good. I was happy. I was like, let's enjoy the Monday night weekly with some good old bourbon. And the guy's just annoying. I don't know what his point is. Some people, they don't want to be part of the conversation. They don't want to be a part of the channel. They're just going to spam obnoxious shit thinking that they'll never get banned because like, oh, but I'm saying it's not that bad. Like, no. That's not how it works. If I think you're really annoying, you can go. You're not coming at all, Lino? I thought you were coming to Home Story Cup. Because you said that the wedding didn't overlap. Huh? So you're not coming a single day? I'd love to see a lot of things, by the way, Eris Black, when it comes to the ladder. I've got a lot of great ideas, and I hope that we get to see some of it, but it's a conversation for a different day. We're not going to solve anything anyway, and we can have all the wishes in the world, but none of them will come to fruition tonight, so let's save those wishes. Let's save that conversation. You can't wait for the legendary Home Story Cup poker table, neither can I. It's the main reason why I'm going, baby. Good conversation, lots of beer, couple shots, great food, fun people, and poker. And then nothing but Starcraft on the side. I'm gonna have so much fun. Double Oracle for Classic, not bad. Not a bad drive at all. A little bit risky as one of his Oracles is proper low on HP, but if we get 3 drones, we get out of there with both of them. We're pretty happy on the Protoss side of things. Clem already too old, Max. feel like Clem is on a pretty big win streak. Friday night you have to be in Munich. Too many of my favorite people are not coming. But you know what? We're still gonna have fun in Craftworld, guys. I don't care. I don't care about all the guys that are not coming. The guys that will come are gonna have a great time. And girls, obviously. The nerds. We will make sure that Home Story Cup 27 is going to be a memorable one. For the first time in history, I will be there and I will not be working. So I can just have fun and be a fan like all of you guys. And it's gonna be so good. And I don't care who's not coming. Because we're gonna have the best time. I'm gonna have so much time to spend with all of y'all. And misbehave. Can I room with you? No. My room is full. You can spend a lot of time with me in Craftworld. You cannot room with me. Shirtless Roddy 24/7. No. It's the wrong era for that one, mate. That ain't happening. But we're gonna have a lot of fun. The shirt will stay on and we're gonna have a lot of fun. We've got a single cannon, Blink is halfway done and +1 is on the way. So Classic not doing something funky. He's just playing Blink Stalker with Quick Storm. He's a very big fan of Quick Storm. He's done a lot of early game move outs as well with Blink Stalkers and Storm. I think back of that game he played against Serral on Ultra Love over at Dallas, DreamHack Dallas. Where I looked at that move out, I was like, that's kind of a tiny move out. He should be careful. And then he killed Serral and I was like, well, what the fuck do I know? I was so surprised that he just won the game with that move out. Dropped 3 great storms, morphed some High Templars into Archons, and saved every single Stalker, and he won. The football is happening on Thursday night. That's something that Lambo has been organizing for a little while. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Lambo also said that everyone from my chat is invited, everyone from my Discord is invited. So if you're already in Craftworld on Thursday, you can absolutely hang out with us. If you want to play football, totally welcome. If you just want to spend time on the sidelines, watch pro gamers, have an attempt at playing football, you're totally welcome too. Let me just find the link or the name of that place exactly. It's the Tor Fabrik. Tor means goal, so T-O-R Fabrik. Tor Fabrik, 9 p.m. on Thursday evening, we're going to play football. Reynor is going to try to go up to 5 bases, but he is going to have to worry about these Stalkers. Classic apparently seems to think that these Oracles are going to kill every single Zergling, but that ain't happening. What on earth was this move out, Classic? Well, Classic, guys, has some move outs in his matchups that I wonder about. And sometimes I really don't see it go well, and then he wins the game with it. And I'm like, well, I don't know anything. But on other moments, he has move outs that I also don't think will go very well, and then they don't go well. And this was one of those that did not go very well. Either underestimated the power of +1 Zerglings or severely overestimated the damage output of a couple Oracles. Who is this good for? It is mega good for Reynor right now. The start honestly wasn't too bad for Classic, but if you lose 7 Stalkers against just a couple Zerglings, you're just in trouble. Now, Reynor is mega rich. Leylines is, however, I think a bad Zerg map in the late game scenario, like the proper end game scenario, where if both players get mega rich and they have all the bases and the Tempest count is high and these upgrades are like +3, +3, +3, +3, then it becomes good for Protoss, but we are nowhere near there. It's gonna take like 12 minutes to get there. And I'd be very impressed if Classic can live for that long. Reynor had a great game over in Bulgaria, I think against Showtime, right? With like Nidus networks everywhere, top left, bottom left, and then he would use Niduses to draw the army out of position while send the main army over here in the bottom, get on top of the cannons. So. Yes, Brave New World. However, next Monday we will not be running this tournament, since a lot of the people that run this tournament will be going over to Home Story Cup and people will be tired and pro gamers will be traveling home. Some of the casters say that we shouldn't run any weeklies until the Esports World Cup is over. I don't know. I will definitely run Starcraft 2 stuff. Maybe not upcoming Monday, but the Monday after that until Saudi will definitely be doing things. Maybe just not $400. Maybe it will be different. Twitch is struggling, Profror, so it's not just you. It is the case for some Twitch users today that Twitch is having some issues. Yeah. Oh, no cancel. That is a straight up kill. We've got a Nidus in the main base as well. So maybe there won't be a Monday night official weekly until Esports World Cup is over. But it doesn't mean that I cannot organize a different tournament. And I gladly will. We can do it for the lesser skilled gamers out there. For the pies of this world. Signal, that's actually kind of funny. I cannot believe a single lurker got up. Nidus in the top left. Love the links are stuck. Do you guys think he storms? Nah, right. 105. Oh my god. So second time today, guys, that Reynor has over 100 workers. He did it in a TVZ while playing Terran, and now he's doing it as a Zerg against the Classic. HSC stands for Home Story Cup. It is one of the, maybe the official longest running tournament in the history of Starcraft 2. The very first edition of Home Story Cup was ran on, I want to say like September or August of 2010. And won by the one and only Benjamin Baker, the Muslim. 4 gamers went to Krefeld to play in somebody's kitchen. 4 other gamers were online. I was there to cast. That is 15 years ago. And we're still going strong. And edition number 27 will be hosted and organized this weekend. Reynor does have a Adrenal Glands, and with those Adrenal Glands, these lings mean business. They kill cannons, they kill probes, they drain batteries like nobody's business. The Classic is doing his absolute best to just survive, but this really is like that one mission from the Legacy of the Void campaign, where you know you're gonna die, and there's way too many fucking Zerg units being thrown at you, and you're just trying to survive a little while longer. The first edition was won by an Age of Empires 4 Pro. But back then, a Starcraft 2 Pro, mate. That came fresh from Warcraft 3. Right, he was pretty good. Not as good as me, but you can't have it all in life. He gets very upset when I say that. Then he always starts bragging about beating me in Birmingham. Even though he got fucking lucky. Picking up a Tome of Experience. Oh my god, no cancel again, second time. Benjamin Baker, the kind of guy to creep on Twisted Meadows, find a Tome of Experience, and then tower rush his own friend. Disgusting behavior. Yeah, Reynor's bank is nuts. The Lynx are definitely finding success. One of the first things, or literally the first thing that Reynor said to me after he lost that 35-minute game against Showtime over in Bulgaria is, I forgot Adrenal Glands, didn't I? And I said, yep, you did. He's like, fuck, I knew it. I was wondering why my Zerglings didn't do anything. Once you do have Adrenal Glands, these Ling run-bys, they just find more. They make their way through cannons and batteries so much quicker. Protoss can no longer just warp in a couple of Zealots and hoping they take care of it. Those well-upgraded Lings absolutely shred well-upgraded Zealots. Luck is the excuse of the last skill. Anybody that played Warcraft 3 will know that Tome of Experience was absolute bullshit. And Tome of Experience on Twisted Meadows in humans versus orcs to then immediately grab your workers and tower rush. That is as low as it will ever get, mate. Trust me. Disgusting behavior. Should get a fine for that. Yeah, these days they nerfed it. It took them like 12 years. But eventually they're like, hey, maybe if we're playing this video game for money, it's not fair that 1 out of 6 times Terran gets or human gets a free win. It took them 12 years, but they did just nerf it. These days, Warcraft 3 is getting patches like every 3 weeks. I'm kind of jealous. I was in a meeting yesterday with somebody from the fighting game community. And he was talking about how he's overwhelmed because there are like 7 great games either out right now or coming out soon. And he doesn't even know what to play. And I'm sitting there as an RTS fan. I was like, that sounds really tough, mate. Like 7 great games. I'm still hanging on to the one game that was released 15 years ago. This is the best we've done in over a decade, almost 2 decades. We cannot improve. Oh yeah. Fucking fighting game community. They have it good. That's a lot of Zerglings. This time the mothership is here to actually provide some cloaking. That is nice. It's annoying for Reynor, but Reynor did bring an Overseer. Classic's army, by the way, is really big. Is there a world where Reynor's in trouble? Like, Reynor is mega rich. He's got 9 Corruptus, 10 more on the way. Corruptor upgrades are +1 flyer attacks, no armor. Gotta be a little careful. Do you remember mines in Warcraft 3? I don't know what you mean with mines. If you mean like the goblin guys that you buy at the mercenary that blow up, I do remember those, yeah. But they were not that problematic. In this world, Reynor is in trouble. I think Reynor is fine. Cancel! Classic! Not again! Oh my god, Classic. Okay, this time he was right. 6 safe, to be honest. Honestly, pretty 6 safe. This time it's Reynor who doesn't cancel the hatch, and at the same time we have a bunch of zealots storming on top of this base in the top left side. Classic, go for it then, mate. Ah, one of the zealots dropping, but he does get it. 2 hatcheries for the price of a couple zealots. That ain't too bad. There was also an item that was like mines. No. There was sentry wards, there were illusions, but there were no mines that you could drop. There were stasis traps basically from the witch doctor. No, there were no mines. An item? What kind of mines are you talking about? I'm very confused right now. It was in the campaign? Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't play the campaign, guys. We're closing in on year 16 of Starcraft 2 and I haven't finished the campaign. You guys think I finished the Warcraft 3 campaign over here? Like, what are we doing? There were no mines in multiplayer. I know that much. Stream the campaign. I'll do it when I turn 50. If I'm still here and we make it to the big 5-0, I'll play some campaign. Not in multiplayer, Glisfun. I played for a long time, guys. I have played thousands upon thousands of multiplayer games, and I flew around the world to compete in events. There were no mines. Fuck you, Bully. Bully forgot that he's about to see me next weekend. I'm gonna leave him on the streets of fucking Krefeld, baby. Welcome to Europe. I'm like, hey, Bully, have a drink, have a drink, have a drink. And then like, adios, mate. See you later. Good luck getting home when your phone is dead. Ask the locals for some help. That will be the last time we see Bully. It was a great run. Item again, Warcraft 3, Reign of... I did play Reign of Chaos multiplayer. I was mostly a team gamer in Reign of Chaos, I have to admit. I was very, very, very casual. What do you mean? You saw me peek in the church. Did I look like I struggled? I don't think so. That was just another night at the office for me, baby. Fuck you. Winghead, why is Winghead being mean to me? That's unbelievable. Like, bye or Bully, okay, but Winghead, I expect more of you, mate. So good to you. Goblin landmines were patched out on... Yeah, 2002. I did not play in 2002. I started playing in like 2003, 2004, and in 2005 I joined Fnatic. By the way, guys, we actually missed it last week. But I celebrated my 20-year anniversary in esports 7 days ago. What happened to Reynor's 105 drones? Zealots happened, and a lot of buildings. Mostly buildings. We've got some spores, we got some spines, we built a lot of hatcheries. I mean, earlier I said that those 3 upgrades are a very, very, very long distance away. We're kind of there. Like, we have +3 attack, we have +3 plasma shields. Which means that these Archons are fucking cracked. They don't really care about armor, obviously. This is a pretty annoying army right now for Reynor to engage. Reynor does land a nice fungal, though. That's a bunch of White Templars going down, all 4 of them. Okay. Reynor is behind. No, Reynor ain't behind. But Reynor could definitely use a few sexier upgrades. But Reynor is not behind. Are we gonna storm again? Oh. Protoss is so broken. I literally can't even right now. Somebody order me a fucking latte. This is ridiculous. 40 Zerglings show up, 2 High Templars and a couple cannons take care of everything. SCV, when the Tempests shoot at buildings on the ground, their shots are orange because they deal bonus damage with an upgrade. This upgrade. The Tectonic Destabilizer. But if they shoot at units, they're silver. What did the lattes do to you? Nothing at all. I love him, Athena. I absolutely love him. Nice fungus here by Reynor as the lurkers are doing their thing. Classic needs to watch a little more Astrea. You're supposed to never fight. You only poke, mate. You shoot and you disengage. Thank you, Zionist Boss, for the 23 months. MJ. Kind of sad about, like, I'm not very passionate about basketball. I was kind of excited about this Game 7 yesterday. But when I saw that the star player got injured, like 10 minutes in, kind of tapped out. I was like, well, this is not going anywhere. Pretty, a sad way for things to go. This is a banger of a game. We definitely have been fighting. Reynor's lost 10k more. Honestly, I would have not predicted that. Thought it was a bit closer than that. +2 finished up not too long ago, to be fair. The refs were also blind. Don't know. I don't really believe in this ref complaining. I do believe in losing your best player is very bad. 3 chances to win the final complaining. And I think that's fair. Look at Pi. Pi is observing. I can follow Pi, guys. I just realized that the Seattle Sounders have prevented PSG from scoring for 30 minutes. Europe in shambles. We cannot score against American farmers. Is European football overrated? That is the big question. I almost forgot that it started, and then suddenly I look at my phone. I was like, wait a minute, there were alerts 30 minutes ago. Seattle's fishing. Potato, potato, mate. What I do know is that they don't play football. Nice snipe here by Reynor as he grabs a couple of High Templars with way too much energy. I'm thinking of memes over here, guys. I always thought European football was superior. That this was the continent where football truly blossoms and comes to fruition. Has it all been a lie? Is the real football actually being played over in the MLS? Are Americans just better at everything? The fuck, PSG. You got Neuroparasite coming. Reynor is very good with Infestus. Serral made fun of him for losing Infestus a few too many times. Reynor said this is bullshit, and he says he's very good with them. And honestly, I'm on Reynor's side here. South American football is always me. Sure. I have too been very impressed by the results of the Brazilian teams. But you're not telling me that you actually think a Brazilian team is going to win the Club World Cup, no? As national teams, sure. Individual players, absolutely. But club teams, they're not supposed to be better. Oh, that's a nice one go and a couple of Neuroparasites as well. This should be a good fight for Reynor. If this ain't a good fight, then Protoss is boss though. Even though the Archons are very strong. Where are the Corruptors? They show up a little bit late. The Viper shows up as well. Is it going to do something? Yes, it dropped a Blinding Cloud. And we're going to drop a couple of Abducts. It is a Reynor victory. It's not quite the slam dunk victory at first that I thought it would be. In the end, it kind of is. And meanwhile, we've got Lurkers taking out a base, taking out 18 workers. We also have a couple of DTs slicing away. Look at this. It's Wing and Pi. Having a good old time. That's Pi. He gets easily distracted. And now Wing and, well, falls victim. They could have gotten the job done. But because Pi cannot finish what he started, the mission fails. There could have been heroes. In the end, Pi goes for his own personal glory. And he ruins the mission. Reynor's losing a lot of... that's actually very risky, Classic. Last time I checked, overseers do detect. That's probably not the moment to warp in DTs. If that overseer wasn't there, it's very nice, but DTs are pretty expensive. It's actually a sick game, man. For a 26-minute game, there's been a lot of interactions between these two. There's been a lot of battling. They've both had their moments. 8 hatcheries going down, 4 next side going down. I still like it for Reynor. Reynor's army is fucking big now, by the way. 146, and he's not even maxed out yet. He's got 2k gas. He's got most of the upgrades that he needs. There's one more big upgrade that he needs, maybe, and that's +3 air armor. Other than that, he's fine. And I think there's still plenty of gas to mine. 500. This one? Reynor should just get his rich Vespene geyser. If he gets the rich Vespene geyser, he should be fine. You have a bad feeling about this? Don't you worry, Allison. If I say it's fine, it's fine. Have I ever been wrong? The last time I was wrong about the outcome of a game of Starcraft 2 was 2014. People just didn't know what they were doing. There is potential for a Classic for sure, but I think Reynor is okay. As long as he takes the rich Vespene guys or actually controls that center base. Look at all them shocking infestors. They've got so much energy. You don't survive with this long bullet unless you're literally never wrong. The longevity of this man, unprecedented. That's a lot of spellcasters, by the way. Look at them links. Adreno glands, great upgrade. They don't give a fuck. These links have been shining. Did we just lose? What do you mean? Who lost? Who's losing? A lurker. I like how we have one lurker, and Reynor is like, you know what? A second one. I love how he can go straight to the left. He's like, no. We gotta go first to the south. Sick, Reynor. And that's why he's a world champ, baby. I love it. Oh, Burrow! No! Reynor! What are we doing? Okay, we do have links. That's a little bit adventurous. Oh my god, the links! Okay, they got one. They got one of the 4. Does Classic have any income? Yes, he's got 800 minerals and 300 or 400 gas. It ain't much, but it's honest work. As they say so beautifully. You've been thinking if Zerg would just add a few Swarmos in these kind of games? No. Swarmos would not be good here. There are way too many good answers against Swarmos, and Swarmos take up a lot of supply. You're not gonna get a lot out of it. I do not believe in Swarmos. I do, however, believe in Vipers, Infestus, Zerglings, Broodlords, Corruptus. And I want to say Ultras. I always believe in Ultras unless there are Immortals. And since there are 6 Immortals, I don't believe in it. Okay, we need some more Corruptus, by the way. 23 is good. That's a nice abduct. Look at those Vipers shine. Paris scored. Look at that. Take that, America. 1 for Europe. We're so back. PSG. The Swarmhouse is just a unit that it could have been really fun, but then people started using it in ways that it was not very fun. And a 30-minute game, best of 1 lower bracket. 30 minutes. We're gonna have a long Monday over here, the final Monday before the Home Story Cup. Thank the Lord that Jeff is in America. No, Fjord vs. Fjord was not casted, but I will obviously ask Fjord for the replays. He's still a Team Running player. I will gladly show those replays. But I don't think we're going to take a little look at that today. Because I have the feeling that today is going to be pretty long. Vicky said a long time ago that every Monday or Friday is cursed if Reynor participates. Because if Reynor always drags the tournament on forever. Seems like Vicky has been onto something once more, because a 31-minute best of one, and we ain't even done yet, is going to make for a long Monday. I want to do the drawing for the Reynor VS card after game 1 of the Grand Finals. That's when I will tell Jeff to select a winner. So until game 1 of the Grand Finals is over, everybody can win. And there might be another one up for grabs. By the way, there was a moment where Reynor lost over 10k more. Now he has only lost 5k more. Ah, that's a couple of very good fungals. Archons get surrounded. High Templars with way too much energy. They do somehow live. Broodlords are just tickling. Tickle, 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 tickle. Feedbacks are nasty. Now this has been a very action-packed game. You cannot say that nothing has happened in this game. They've always been trying to make plays. We've had a lot of run-bys. We've had Niduses. We've had units shine behind enemy lines. We've had fun fights that were hard to call. That's another good fungal. This has actually been a very engaging and fun 32-minute game as a couple of new rules go down. Blinding Cloud, Parasitic Bomb, Parabomb. We need the local. We need the local. The local was a little bit late. Corrupt is low on HP. Can they make the difference? What a fight. We have extra Zergling show up. We have more fungals connecting. The final few Broodlords. I think it's going to be good enough for Reynor, guys. Oh no, Reynor is remixing on 18 Corruptus. Don't pull a Serral over here, mate. For the love of everything, do not pull a Serral. Make sure that we have some extra money for other units than Corruptus. 18 feels a little bit much. 18 Corruptus is on the... Okay, but Classic is actually making Tempest and Carriers here. Honestly, guys, if Classic would stop building air units and we'd go ground, it'd probably be better. I actually think going air units here is great news for Reynor. This is so nice. Because we just made a million fucking Corruptus. Hello? Guys, Haas is calling and he wants his Oracles back. Why are we watching triple Oracles Hyper Hatchery in a 33-minute game? Max, Gustav. Who's mining? Classic is mining more? Okay, Reynor has still not mined from the rich Vespian guys. They both have very little gas income. Classic still has 6 Immortals, by the way. They've truly been living up to their name. They've been alive forever. He's lost 100 probes. 100 probes. And still cooking. What a gamer. I have the feeling we're going to have a couple of very long broadcast days over at the Esports World Cup, guys. 1 month from now. Because we're going to have plenty of PVZs. And we're going to have a whole bunch of them that will look like this. Maybe a little bit less fun because this game has been very fun. Yeah. How is Classic ahead? Is he ahead? I don't know if he's ahead. He's got a good army. Ah, Reynor, be careful. How many storms do we have? 4 High Templars. 4 High Templars is not that many. Do we have any info on when the EWC brackets go live? No. Maybe players know something about that, but I know nothing. I expect that to maybe be public like 2 weeks in advance, but I think the players will know a little bit earlier. I don't think they know at this point. I mean, just yesterday we finished up the global qualifiers, right? But it's a good question. I expect that to be known like 2 to 3 weeks in advance. So maybe after Home Story Cup is over, a couple days after Home Story Cup, we'll start hearing about it. The 22nd of July, Yellow Lemon. So the 22nd of July, basically 1 month from now, that's when the Esports World Cup starts. Is Home Story Cup an open sign-up event? No, it's not. It will still have invitationals, but apparently Silvano is in dire need of 1 player. If nobody can make it, then I think Bulmiolja may very well represent the United States of America. Some Phoenixes and Zealots, baby. They'll never see it coming. I'm looking forward to it, Bully. He also asked me to play. If somebody else drops out and they truly need a gamer, I'll play. If they truly need somebody to show the world how PvP is played, I'll be that guy. I'll change the meta. No more Blink Stalkers. What happened to Neep? Neep just retired. Eventually, some people move on. And they study and they focus on different things. Neep's had a beautiful career. He's made a bunch of money. I believe he has invested most of it. So, great story. Enjoyed himself, made friends around the world, traveled the world, made money. And now he's moving on to a normal life. There's no moving on for SC2. For some people, that is true. But Neep has always struck me as a very intelligent guy. How many bitcoins did he buy? I have no idea. But I assume we've got a bunch of stocks at least. Classic is decked, right? I mean, it's 134 supply against 134 supply, and they both have 500 minerals, so no. I don't think anybody is dead here. I know Twitch chat is always looking for that first interaction when somebody is dead. I don't think anyone is dead. I have liked it for Reynor, so I feel like I have to stick to my guns and say I still like it for Reynor. I know Classic is up 20 supply. I don't think he is dead. Do you have stocks? Yes, I do. I most certainly have stocks. I believe that we were losing earlier today, but then we were winning. I don't know how we finished. I kind of thought today was going to be a disaster day after the weekend. Oh, it's like dead even. I'm literally within like €1 from what I started with. I thought today was going to be really bad after the weekend we had. With those B2s going on a little journey. I was ready to wake up to some serious red numbers, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, Twitch has been struggling. You're not the only one who's struggling, mate. I'm sorry about it, guys. I'm sorry that the experience is crappy. Fortunately, it is not bad for everyone. It's just bad for some guys. This is just a lower bracket best of 1. I think there are 6 players left at this point in the tournament, maybe 4. If you guys do !B or !bracket, you can see where we are at. What I do know is that Clem is in the grand finals. So Clem has won at least another $100. And I'm sure that the rest of the tournament at this point is waiting for this game to finish. There are still 1,600 gas left in this rich Vespian geyser. So we are 38 minutes into this game in ley lines. The Zorklings keep on doing their thing. The cannons are empowered. A couple zealots are not going to save you here, Classic. This is a big move actually by Reynor. Yeah, Classic is going to respect this with a recall. And I would say rightfully so. $900 and $500 gas over here. So Reynor has access to like over 3k gas. That's pretty big. Classic has access to very little. Oh, carriers by themselves. Yoink, yoink. Not one, but 2. Double kill. Double kill. Make it a hat trick. Hat trick. I hope PSG is taking notes because they need to start scoring some goals. That is big for Reynor. That is very, very big. Classic ain't rebuilding any of these units. I told you not to worry about it for a while, Allison. No worries at all. What about Juanito? Special did play a bit of Starcraft over the last 6 months, but I think Special is in the phase of his career where he will gladly play Starcraft 2 if he feels like it is worth it. If he feels like he can get something out of it. He has played so much Starcraft in his life that he's not really just playing for the fun or the sake. He'll fire up a couple games, but not very active. And he tried to qualify for the Esports World Cup, it didn't work. I'm not expecting to see too much of Smasho in the upcoming 6 months. It all depends on how the future of Starcraft 2 looks, and I don't know. Nobody at this point knows. Still around, memeing in Twitch chat, talking about Pocket Jacks as he's playing a lot of poker right now. So if you see a fish that is a barcode, a literal barcode over on GG, it is Juanito, and you can assume that he's got jacks and he's overplaying them. That is what Juanito's up to. Couple of nice neuros over here for Reynor. Reynor seems to be so confident that he can finally end this game after 41 minutes. The Immortals have done a great job in living up to his name, but at this point the Immortals have to fight Broodlords, and no way, Jose, that is going to get the job done. After 40 minutes and 20 seconds, lower bracket best of 1, it is Reynor who advances into the next round of this Monday Night Weekly. Are you guys not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Reynor moves on, and I'm sure that Reynor is a opponent that's been ready for a while. It's Solar again? Oh my god, okay. Well, that's gonna be fun. No, it's Australia. Sorry, mate. It wasn't. I love you, Australia, but those two games actually kind of killed me. Oh, you guys believed in Classic? Reynor as an underdog in ZVP? What has happened to the game? The game is so gone. Reynor versus Solar. Best of 1 lower bracket. Reynor, Ita, Z, Solar, KRZ. Reynor will probably request a little break, so I'm going to make it 10 minutes. Because I think after 42 minutes of gaming, I can totally understand if Reynor says, hey, give me a few.